Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Jordan from the Tallahassee Orthopedic Clinic. This is Megan O'Brien. Today we're going to go over shoulder exercises. These exercises are important for the rehabilitation of the rotator cuff and scapula. I've given you a sheet with 10 exercises. I've checked the ones that you should be doing. Don't do the ones that aren't checked. The first one is called Scaption, or V's. It's done with your arms at 45 degrees out, up to shoulder height, up and down slowly. It's called the V because of the position shape that you form with your arms at 45 degrees. Don't shrug up and down really slow. You can do it with weights. Start with low weights. You want to work up to 15 repetitions. So only use a weight you can do 15 times really good. Come all the way up to shoulder height. Down really slow. You can work up to 5 pounds, but really no need to go more than 5 pounds. This exercise works the main muscle in your rotator cuff called supraspinatus. You can also do this with rubber tubing. Step on one end of the tubing, go up and down really slow, no shrugging. Arms at 45. Perfect. Sometimes when you're after surgery or after a severe injury, you have trouble getting your arm up. You might do a shrug. If you find yourself shrugging to do the exercise, stop and start with this one. It's called Eccentric Scaption, or Scaption with gravity. Bend your arm, stretch it back. You're stretching your arm up, extend your arm, and then down slowly. As you can see here, this is the same exercise as Scaption. You're just stretching your arm up and coming down with gravity. It's a good first step after rotator cuff surgery. It's less stress on the rotator cuff. So if you're shrugging, start with this one, which is called Eccentric Scaption with gravity. Up and down really slow. The next exercise is called O's, or arm circles. Again, with your arms in the 45-degree Scaption position, draw little circles. First go one direction 15 times, then go the other direction 15 times. You can do little circles or big circles. If you can do 15 times and don't break down and shrug, add weights. Again, start with low weights, 1 to 3 pounds. You can use a can of vegetables or something you have around the house. But you want to hold it steady and do it really slow and good. Great. The next exercise is called T's. These are lateral deltoid raises. They're called T's because of the shape your body forms when you're doing the exercise. Do them with light weights, up to 15 times. Stay at shoulder height. These work your lateral deltoids. T's. Only do these if they're checked. Up and down really slow. 5 pounds at the most. Really good. The next exercise is also for the scapula. It's called shrugs, or shoulder circles. You can work the trapezius muscles without injuring the rotator cuff. So Megan's going to do some shrugs. You can have weights in your hands, much weight as you feel comfortable with. Not as important the weight on this one. And then start shoulder circles, big circles with your rotator cuff. 15 times in each direction. This is a real workout. It doesn't look like much, but it's really important for the rehabilitation of your scapula. Really good. Really good. After that is rows. Rows is very important for the posterior aspect. It's a real good exercise for conditioning your rotator cuff and scapula. Your scapula is the foundation for the rotator cuff. So if your scapula is not strong, it's hard to get the rotator cuff strong. First, set your scapula. Pull back and then do the row. Row that boat. Come all the way out. Set your scapula. Squeeze your scapula together. Do the row. Very good. Come all the way out. Show them setting that scapula. Squeeze it together. Perfect. Really good. Really, really slow. Go easy. You don't want to do it fast and jerky. Perfect. Perfect. You can do a row with a handheld weight by just leaning over the table and slowly doing the row. Set your scapula, pull up. Set your scapula, boom. Just like that, pull up. So that's a row with handheld weights. Again, 15 times. You can do 3 sets of each. Now in this position, let's go ahead and do reverse flies. With your arms out front, set your scapula and separate your arms. Perfect. Again, real good for the posterior scapula. Reverse flies. Very good. Set your scapula and go. Perfect. Really good. Next, we're going to do internal and external rotation. These can be done with weights or with tubing. We'll start with weights first. She's going to show you on the left side external rotation. Out and in really slow. Out and in really slow. It's important to keep your elbows by your side. Don't jerk, go smooth. On the right, she's doing internal rotation. I like this one better with the tubing. You can hook the tubing around something sturdy, have somebody hold it, put it in a door jamb. But what you can see is that you can do it real easy with just a simple tubing. On the left, she's doing external rotation, and on the right, she's doing internal rotation. 15 times, 3 sets, just like all the others. Go really slow. You're doing good. Keep your elbow by your side. That's great. Internal and external rotation. Next exercise is extension. Posterior shoulder. Real important. Straight up and back down slowly. Straight up, back down slowly. Really work hard to get the back of your shoulder strong. So many things we do during the day strengthen the front of our shoulder. We have to work hard to balance it and strengthen the back. So if I've checked this off on your list, make sure you do 15 of them, 3 sets. The last exercise on the sheet is throwing position, internal and external rotation. Again, don't do this if it's not checked off, but this is to begin developing the throwing muscles. Put your arm in the throwing position, have a small weight, internal and external rotation really slow. If you can go past external rotation at 90, do so. If not, stop where you're comfortable. Up and down really slow. 15 times, 3 sets. I like this with the tubing because the tubing can help stretch you. So facing the wall or whatever you have it hooked to, put your arm in the throwing position, go back really slow, and come down really slow. Go back. Facing the wall, it works on the posterior shoulder again. Now if she turns around with her back to the wall, she works on the front muscle. But watch, when you let go and just relax, it stretches you back. Gets that extra rotation, range of motion back. Very good. So many of these exercises emphasize the back of your shoulder. We do a lot of activities in our daily life to strengthen the front, but really focus on the ones that strengthen the back of your shoulder. Keeps it a better balanced shoulder and gives you a better result. Thank you.